Maybe on defensively, you guys have been really good the last couple games, but specifically you have tightened up in the fourth quarter, just 15 points for Boston tonight. What do you feel like has kind of taken you guys to another level late in games?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just all connected. We're helping for one another. We're covering for one another. Even if we get beat, we're not just team. We're not just. I feel like at the beginning of the year, if it got beat, it was just like a wide open layup or a wide open three. No one's covering for one another, and that's not what really good defensive teams do. So, I mean, I think we did a really good job even from last game with the Warriors, covering for one another. We watched film, cleaned some stuff up, and we kind of talked about Boston. I mean, they're a really good team. They're gonna generate closeouts. They're gonna get by you. They got superstars, so we just gotta help one another. I think that's what we did.
Where do you think your team is halfway through the year?
Say it again.
Where do you think you are halfway through the year?
What you mean?
The team, you're 41 games in.
Yeah.
Are you where you want to be? Are you good, bad, average?
I mean, I don't think ever in the season where we want to be. I feel like there's always room for improvement. Of course, we don't want a record like this. We lost a lot of close games, got blown out a couple times, but I mean, I feel like we're learning. We got a really young team. We got a lot of rookies. We got a lot of people that wasn't on the team last year. A lot of these teams are playing with teams that are playing with each other with chemistry. So we just got to be more perfect than them because they know each other tendencies. They cover for one another. They play with one another for a couple years, and we just kind of started this year. So, I mean, like I said before, it's never a time where we're comfortable and settled. So we're going to keep getting better.
How much was that New Year's Eve game on your mind going into game today?
New Year's Eve game. Who do we play?
Boston.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I even told him, like, bro, we owe them. If we're not just going to just get blown out and just lay down just because they're a really good team, just because they won a championship. No, we're going to make a push even harder. We're going to be more physical. I'm kind of glad I got those 2 fouls at the beginning. Kind of just set the tone, like, we're going to be physical throughout this game. Like, they can't call every foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about people don't understand. Like, they can't call everyone. We're going to be physical, and we're just going to be the more hard-playing team. I think that's what we did.
The pace of the NBA is hard for really young players. You're a veteran on the team with a lot of rookies and sophomores who get tired.
For sure.
How do you get untired when there's always more games coming?
There's never a time where you're not tired. I feel like if you are, you're not playing your hardest. And if you're not playing your hardest on this team, it shows because we have a lot of young guys. We have people that are playing hard. You got Scotty Barnes, who's one of the best players on the league. He's playing extremely hard. So how can you not go your hardest? You know what I'm saying? So that's what people got to look at it, bro. Like rookies, they're supposed to get tired. They only played, 28 games in college. 82 is tough with all the traveling, all the practices, the individual workouts. It's going to be tough, but I think they're going to get used to it. I mean, especially guys on our team, like they're going to be in the league for a really long time.
Is that something that you trust guys figure out, or do you actually communicate that to the guys on the team?
No, I mean, I think you got to let them figure it out. I mean, just because, they got to do the little things. You got to sleep at night. You got to take care of your body. Like, things like that would help you get that one step of not being tired. But, yeah, it's like things they got to figure out. Yeah.
David, on the majority of the season, you guys were dealing with a lot of injuries, and now you guys are majority healthy again. Yeah. How do you see, especially this week, your team's identity taking shape?
Just getting to know each other, playing with our full strength. I mean, granted, we missed an IQ, but playing with most of our players, kind of getting that chemistry. We know where people want the ball at. We're not just all over the place. I think we just kind of building that chemistry game by game. You see it every game. There's all some type of connection with RJ, with Scotty, with Yacht and me, with like other things like that. Like you see with Kelly and Bruce, like little connections that's going to help us generate those little points that a lot of teams can't stop because we're really good and we get to know each other. So, I mean, I think we're doing a really good job with that.
Your role has fluctuated a little bit lately in and out of the rotation for a bit. Was that hard for you, not knowing for sure when you're going to play, how much you're going to play, and how much has the consistency of the last few games kind of helped you get back into rhythm?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's hard. I mean, just because like they told me before, it's not like I went to the game thinking I'm playing and I don't play. I think that's the toughest part. But when they tell me before, I know how hard I can go. Like I can go shoot at night because I'm not playing the next day, or I can get extra shots after practice so I know I'm not playing the next day. So it's just like little things like that. I always stay ready, but they tell me before, so it's not really hard for me because at the end of the day, I'm just getting better. Like I'm going playing with coaches. I brought my trainer out here, Dre Brown. He came out here and worked me out. But with coaches every day, I'm playing 4-on-4 just to keep my reads and just stay in shape. Little things like that. Like that's going to help me get better. And at the end of the day, if I got to cheer for my teammate, that's what I'm going to do. And if they need me, I'm there.
Darko's been pretty good about communicating that stuff.
1,000%. The whole organization has been really good about it. And, I mean, I respect them for telling me. There's been times where no one has told me before and I don't work out because no one's told me. And that's the one that makes me mad because, like, I could have, like, put extra work in, but it's all good.
RJ, Darko was here saying, like, you know, it's pretty impressive in terms of tone setting when you and Scotty combined for 17 assists. Like, it's just, was that a focus going in just to get the ball moving, or how's that shake up?
Yeah, I mean, trying to get 30+ assists every night is a goal. Trying to play basketball the right way, and I feel like we did that tonight.
How much did you guys collectively as a team have the New Year's Eve game in Boston on your mind going into this game today?
A game like that always sticks with you, especially when you lose in such fashion like that. So we brought good energy tonight. We came in, we fought hard from the beginning of the game, all the way through. So that was just a great 48 minutes of basketball.
What have you liked about the way you guys have defended, specifically at the end of the last two games, the fourth quarters, where it seems like you guys have really tightened up?
I mean, you were able to see it just even a couple games before these last two. We were playing hard. They were hard-fought games, and I always say, like, when you're in close games like that, you'll be able to start figuring it out. And I think the last two games, that's what you see. Just playing hard and being smart, understanding time and score and what to do when and how to play it.
You were pretty vocal in your, I don't even know what game that was, a couple weeks ago after a bad loss.
Milwaukee.
Yes, you remember that. Is there something as a team, do you think, after that game that kind of clicked? Because it does seem like even from a compete level standpoint, it's like night and day after that point.
I think a game like that, when that was our first time everybody being together, and to lose like that, I think that kind of woke everybody up, a little bit. And since then, we've been playing hard and playing together, and we've gotten better.
How impressed were you with Scotty's mid-air behind the back pass to Jakob?
That was very tough. I already watched it a couple times. It was tough. Yeah.
Why is winning important in a rebuilding season?
What type of question is that?
Why is it important for you guys to win games and build? How will that help you down the line?
It's the point. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, is to win. Rebuild or not, the goal is to win, and part of rebuilding is to get to a point where you're winning again. So you try to win every single time you're out there on the floor, no matter what.
First question.
Oui, RJ, félicitations pour la victoire. 2 victoires de suite. Qu'est-ce qui marche pour le moment? Surtout pour bien terminer le match en 4e quart-temps, pour garder le cap pour bien terminer. Qu'est-ce qui marche pour le moment?
Qu'est-ce qui marche? Tout le monde joue bien. Tout le monde joue. Ça c'est tout. Tout le monde joue bien.
Et moi, je voulais te poser une question sur la défense, collectivement et individuellement. Il y a beaucoup mieux depuis quelques matchs. Qu'est-ce qui a été amélioré? Qu'est-ce qui a changé de manière collective? Et même toi, individuellement, qu'est-ce que tu as amélioré?
Quand toute l'équipe, on joue comme ça, c'est bien pour tout le monde. Tout le monde est content, tout le monde est excité, et tu peux voir ça quand on joue. Alors, je sais que ça, c'est la réponse.
You got to be pretty happy. Look at the way the ball was moving last night, especially Scotty and RJ combining, I think, 17 assists. That's kind of sets the tone for you right there.
Yes, I mean, we did really good job of moving the ball, 35 assists as a team tonight. It's a big emphasis on what we're trying to do, and we took 22 threes in the first half. Another thing that we talked about that we need to get more. I thought that there were a couple more situations in the second half that we could get some more open looks there. But overall, really happy with the performance of the team tonight.
Defensively, you seem to have you're on a string all night. What sort of clicked tonight, do you think, for your defensive team?
You know what? It was a tough loss for us in Boston. And guys coming back. We're getting our health back. This group is very connected and very prideful group. So we really wanted to go out there and compete on the highest level. That's what we can do at this point. And all of the guys, everybody who touched the floor, they really contributed tonight, and everybody had that energy. I thought we did a good job on defensive end, making their shots heavy and contested shots. We did not make it easy on Tatum or White. Grady just told me, who was guarding Derek White. He takes pride of playing good defense tonight as well.
When Davion's out there and he gets right on the other guy's shirt, does it sort of carry over to the rest of the guys on the court?
For sure. I mean, first player on defense, first line of defense, first player who is guarding the ball, he sets the tone for everybody else. If you have very aggressive defense there, he's going to trickle down on everybody else because other four players are looking in front, and when you have that kind of defense and predisposition, that's going to make everybody else play with the same effort.
In terms of the defense, second game in a row now where you guys have really tightened up in the fourth, just 15 points for Boston in the fourth. What have you liked about the way that your team has defended later in the game, close things up?
I mean, it's just sticking with our principles, doing it with more detail, with more force. Communication was really good. Guys were able to get on the same page and execute on a high level.
I'm sure there are people who are looking ahead down the road and might, how am I going to say this, prefer other results from this team. Why is winning important for this team for the long-term future, like winning games like this?
Everything we do over here is about winning. We want to win championships. We want to win and compete in every single game. You need to develop that character. I think how you compete night in and night out, that builds the culture. It's building the culture this season, and it's going to trickle down in the future when we are ready to compete for championships as well.
Coach, can you talk about what goes into having a very successful ball sharing movement, 35 assists with less turnovers, like tonight was less than 10 turnovers? What clicks? What makes that work?
I mean, the guys are starting to get a little bit more time with the same group of guys on the court. It's not changing that much. There is a little bit of more continuity, so there is more familiarity with each other when teammates going to be on a court. What are we doing? How we need to execute, and it comes down also willingness of our team. I mean, when you have Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett with 17 assists, that sets the tone for everybody else.
You mentioned the threes kind of falling off in the second half, and that happened in the game against the Warriors too. I think you guys took 23 of your 29 threes in that game in the first half. Obviously that didn't hurt you. You won both games, but I'm wondering what you're seeing in terms of why maybe there's that big a discrepancy in volume from the first half to the second.
We made shots in the first half. They were playing more aggressive. They were more aggressive on their closeouts. And I thought that we did a better job in the second half of attacking those closeouts. One of our goals in this game was to create closeouts and to have right reads. If they're short closing out, to be able to shoot it. But if they're really aggressive, which was the case in the second half, to be able to turn the corner and make from there.
Seems like Scotty's mid-range was working again tonight. Do you feel like the scouting report's starting to adapt to that, and how do you think he's reacting to what the defense is doing to him when he's in that mid-range?
I mean, it's hard. He has great length. He does a good job of protecting the ball. He's capable to get to his spot on the floor and to shoot over people. I think he's finding really, really good balance of being aggressive and taking it all the way to the rim, but also reading the defense when there are opportunities to get to his sweet spot and shoot over defense as well.
Hey, it's JYD. Thanks for watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Taken away by the Raps on the run. Fits to JYD. Beautiful pass. Chuck, one of the things I'm noticing about this start.